more and more I study like what it means to be a human being. I used to be just my body was just a stick holding up my head. That's it. And I was a walking head. Then I discovered my body. It's like, oh, okay, so there's actually a huge transference, right? The body and the mind and then our heart and everything is an integrated system. It's not just one thing.
Yeah.
So if you want to have an optimal lifestyle, optimal human being, I need to focus on the whole freaking thing. Then I discover spirituality. It's like, oh, there's this other thing that I didn't even know about.
Yeah.
How interesting, fascinating. So the more I study what it means to be a human being, the more I realize my body is just not functioning as optimally as I would like. Especially about the very thing that you said earlier, accessing the heart. Right. So I'm curious to know, with body work like this, what is the effect of, as you said, digging through the armor?
Totally.
Your thoughts.
My teacher Kathy said to me, you don't have to die to get to heaven. You just have to learn how to let go.
Mm-hmm.
And so in this type of body work, when they're pushing into your muscle, you feel every nerve pain going, and then you find a way to sort of like let go into it. And then it's almost becomes like a portal into another dimension through your muscle, through your trauma, through other through layers and layers and layers of pain and shame and guilt and punishment. And it's almost like if they're that type of body worker, they can go right through it to a point where you surrender and you completely get to the other side. And there is just an incredible. I mean, it takes layers and layers. I mean, it is like scraping. So it takes. It's not something that you can go too quickly because you can create more trauma.
Right, because your body tense up. Like, what is this pain
Yeah.
you're experiencing?
It is, but like going back to the heart, I don't know if you could sum up spirituality any different than opening your heart when it feels like closing. So when someone hurts you, spirituality from my perspective is how do you open when you feel like closing? Like, and then finding tools to make that a reality. Like the heart, when you're hurt or when someone wrongs you, the tendency is to protect. So if you're really learning in your spiritual practice, you will be opening when you feel like closing. That type of body work is something that I've attracted. Or that vibrating foam roller from Viper that I was telling you about. It's called Viper Ice. That thing vibrates so deep that I'll put it there and just kind of like let my body surrender into it until the tightness opens. And it's, I don't know, I think that opening our bodies up is such a worthy adventure, is to not be rigid and stiff. That's death. That's rigor mortis. That's, you're dead. To find things to do that keep you pliable and soft, both in your structure of your thought and in your body, is something that I'm really interested in.
Yeah.
And I'm at 44, I just keep discovering these new tools, and then I get really curious and keep bringing them in and keep discovering new ways to open.
Yeah. In Chinese medicine, the framework is that our body is the vessel for our spirit. So when your body is so stiff, it becomes brittle. It breaks easily.
Right.
Right. I don't know if you ever had experience where you hurt your back or your leg, and then it just like all you think about is the pain, versus if you actually maintain it, so it's like strong and pliable at the same time, then you can do so much more, because then you don't need to worry about, there's that psychological safety is gone. You can do I can do anything, any kind of movement, or energize my body and myself and through this vessel that I have. So I'm so curious. I'd love to meet Kathy one day.
Kathy's amazing. Michael's amazing. There's
Kathy.
Valerie's amazing. I guess as we journey through life, these, like I said before, life provides these beautiful teachers and these beautiful, and I add value back to their life.